I'm gonna like hear myself. Aww, bloody work getting in the way. Where am I? I know what this playlist is. She's a bit funky. Is it actually working? I need to deafen myself or I'm going to hear myself. But I can't read anything right now. There we go. Put all the plushies in the background so that you can see them, but you can't. Because I can't really like put you over there. Kind of see. You can kind of see. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Is that music too loud? Because I feel like I'm now yelling. Let's calm it down a little bit. But I can't do like complete silence. Maybe that's a bit better. It's like the first trending song. But hello. Good morning. Happy, what day is it? Wednesday? My God, it has been a minute since I have done a YouTube live, like literally months. Hello from Adelaide. Hello from, I was going to say Newcastle. Hello from Canberra. Hi, Sophia's. Hi, Anna. I'm going to be reading that way because the tripod that you're in at the moment, I can't like really read it properly. So I'm going to read over this side. Hi, Featherson. Hi, Travel. How are we? It feels so weird to be doing a live right now. It has been so long since I've done a live. Like literally, we've had Forest for 4 months, so it's got to be close to like 6 months at this rate. Sorry, I should do them more often, but I feel like just with Forest being a puppy, I wasn't sure if he would sit there quietly while I did this, but now I think he's at an age where I can sort of take him for a bigger walk in the morning and then he just sort of settles around this time. So fingers crossed he stays settled. Love lives. Me too. I love watching people on lives, but I just like I said, I just haven't done one for a very long time. I miss Twitch. I watch Twitch a little bit at the moment and I definitely miss doing that too. But the internet here is trash, so I can't do Twitch at the moment, but hopefully that gets fixed one day. But it's a house issue. It's not our issue. It's just like where we are issue. But I have been prepping. We have OzCon this weekend and I am so stressed about it. If you didn't see my story from a couple of days ago, I had 214 plushies. I now have 232. Yes, my hands hurt. They're getting bad at the moment. But is that stopping me? No. Should it stop you? Yes. But last night, I made a few things. I made penguins and I kind of stuffed them up. I kind of like did an inverted one and a not inverted one. Oops. But I don't know. They're both kind of cute, you know. I'm sure no one will mind. I made an octo, made a little dragon, cats, and the last chickens that I needed to restock, which were brown, which I think it was a video that went up last week. I kept talking about how I had to restock brown chickens, and then I literally just never did it until I was watching it back and I was like, do I need to restock brown chickens? And I just totally forgot about it. And the answer would be yes. Yes, I needed to. So that's fun. That's all done. I now have I wrote out a little list yesterday of what I wanted done before the weekend. So on that list is one more of those little dragons. And then what we're making today, which are Tassie Devils, I need 2, would like 3 of them, but I will see how I go. My hands seem to be like really playing up with blanket yarn especially, Moda Vera, especially. I use a 7mm hook with it and it still just, it kills my hands. So that is what we're making today. And I'll just try and take it easy, but yeah, need to make a couple of these guys today. Won't get all of them done on stream. I plan to stream for like an hour and a half-ish because I have lots of prep and organizing to do, but that's hopefully what I'll definitely get done. And then extras, I would like to make some rats. I feel like that would kind of go well at OzCon, but I will see how I go for time because we have, what do we have? Today's Wednesday. So we have tonight. Tomorrow is my birthday, so don't know if I'm going to get anything done. What was that? Or what I'm going to get done. But I know I'm definitely going out for dinner, so I probably just have the morning, afternoon time. And then Friday, I have to go in to OzCon to set up all of my tables and racks. And then I need to pack all the plushies and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I don't have too much more time for crochet, actual crochet. Thank you, Blackcraft Mum. I'm like not even excited for my birthday. How sad does that sound? I'm just like, I'm so stressed about OzCon. I keep forgetting that it's my birthday. It's so weird. But thank you. I appreciate it. Wear splints at night and compression gloves while you work. No. I have tried to find compression gloves that I like, but I cannot find any that are like thick enough and fit my hands. Like they're usually too big and I just don't feel like they're doing anything. I do have I wouldn't call it a splint, but it's like, I don't even know how to call it, but it's like a wraparound thing that like hooks onto your thumb and then you wrap it around your wrist. I do sometimes wear it, but I should wear it more. At the moment, it's my knuckles. My knuckles swell up. It's not really like wrist pain or hand pain, if that makes sense. It's mainly just my fingers. Like they just blow up. And yeah, I'm trying to take more magnesium tablets. I use a lot of magnesium oil spray. So, oh, it's my stuffing. That's what's falling. Chuck you back up there, Del. Hi Earl, how are you? It loses its luster in my opinion. Yeah, like I'm 29 this year. Shh, don't tell anyone. So I don't know. I feel like, yeah, like you said, especially now that we don't live near our family, like our friends and family, it's just like, I don't know, not less exciting, but I guess it's just you do less kind of thing. Like I don't see any of my family for my birthday anymore, so it's just a bit different, I guess. Especially to have OzCon 2 days after. Hi Claudia, how are you? Welcome on in. Happy birthday, thank you. I appreciate that, Wizard. Craft Wizards by Jane, what a sick name. You need a couple of tunnel splints. Get some arthritis gloves. Do you have Chemist Warehouse? I do. I have looked at Chemist Warehouse, but you know what Chemist Warehouse is like? It is just so much stuff in like such a small area, and I get very overwhelmed very fast. But I tried to look for, what do you call it? Like wrist supports, and I just can't find them. I find like so many ankles and everything, but maybe I'll have to have a look again. But I'll have a look at some splints because the only ones I've tried are off Amazon, and you know what Amazon's like, it's very hit or miss. So I don't know. Hi Andrea, welcome on in for my first live of like 6 months. I'm glad you're here. I should probably start doing something. Hey. But I like yapping, as we know. So yeah. That's me at the moment, and it sucked because when I went back to Newcastle, my hands were so good. Like they were pretty swollen when I went to Newcastle, and then just the warmer weather. Like it's just the cold here in Canberra that gets me. Just a week and a half of warm weather just healed them. It was wild, and then I came back here. been back for like 2 weeks now, and they're only just starting to flare up again. But then again, it was 0 degrees this morning, so I thought we were sort of past the frosty stage in Canberra, but apparently not. So that was fun. Let me start this. I do have another light. I was gonna say, I can't see anything. It's not plugged in. It's fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, so it is what it is. I'll just try and take care of them because I can't push it too hard as much as I want to, because as of today, I now have a month until Gamma, which is another convention here in Canberra. So, if I like somehow sell like a lot, oh my gosh, hello. If I somehow sell a lot at OzCon, I only have like less than a month to prep for another big convention. So I can't hurt myself to the point that I can't restock anything. So yeah, I need to be careful with it. But as hard as it is for me, I will take a break after OzCon. Although I say that, and for some stupid reason, I thought it was a great idea to book Forrest in to get de-sexed on Monday. So I'll literally finish OzCon on Sunday, and then he'll go in for surgery on Monday. Like, why do I do this to myself? But it is what it is. In Canberra, it's like, in ACT anyway, you legally have to get your dog de-sexed, which I think is it's a great idea. It's just like they get very scary of like, after 6 months you have to have it done, and like the government sort of emails you and things, and I'm like, I'm getting there. I just have other things that I can't like be home to take care of him for. No pain if I'm not careful, it's the worst. Yeah, I do need to be careful because I did start getting pain down here, which I've never had before. That was really weird. But it's always my left hand. Like, you would think it would be my right hand because it's the one actually crocheting, but it's the one that's holding the yarn that keeps getting sore. So go figure. Very weird. But yeah, I will be careful. Need to get better with being careful. Which hand is hurting now. I usually have problems with my left fingers after using the crochet ring. I don't have problems anymore. Is that like the ring that helps with tension? It's actually my middle finger on my right hand. I guess like it's the one sort of anchoring my crochet hook. I don't know, but yeah, it is usually my left hand gives up faster. I don't know why. I guess because you're like in a weirder position for longer. I guess. I don't know. It's weird. I would have thought that my right hand would be the one playing up since it's the one doing all the motions, but how weird. How funny that you're the same. So it's your thumb on your left hand. How weird. The world weirds in mysterious ways. The world works in mysterious ways. But yeah, it sucks because I know as soon as it gets warm, like I'll be fine. But I think I just see other creators like Crochet Carpenter, I'm calling you, bud, who literally crocheted like 300 or something plushies in a month. And I'm like, my hands won't let me do that. I'm also nowhere near as quick of a crocheter as he is. He is insane. But yeah, I'm like, how do you get so much done? So that's why when I then counted how many plushies I had for OzCon, and I was hoping for like 250, and when I saw 214, I was sad. Like, my partner came home and I was like, it's not enough. I don't have enough. Like, I've been prepping on and off for 3 months. Like, I only have 214, la la la. Like, I know it is a lot, but it's what I took to Geek at the end of last year, which was the most I had done for a convention. And I really thought that I had more than that. So I was sad. but I've got 232 now, which makes me feel a bit better. The ring is for helping you hold the yarn. Do try to Google crochet ring or search about it in YouTube. I too have problems only on my left. I'll have to suss it out. I always thought it was like a tension thing, and I was like, oh, my tensions are pretty fine, I guess. But yeah, maybe I'll have to have a suss. But thank you for the advice. Because I don't feel like a lot of people, I don't know, at least that I follow, have too many issues with their hands. I know Naomi had problems with her hands and ended up going to the physio and everything. So I'm like, ooh, need to be careful. Don't need to go to physio. I'm in the US and don't look forward to the cold coming. Yeah, I am. See, I'd say I'm so excited for spring, but then if you're Australian, like, then you know it's magpie season, and then we spend the whole 3 months just getting swooped. So it makes me less excited, but then I'm also excited for the warmth because the winter in Canberra just does not play around. I'm not a quick crocheter, so it's hard to market prep. Yeah, I feel you. Like, I'm literally just, I'd say I'm just an average speed crocheter. Like, I don't like to go really quick, I guess. Then I'll start making mistakes and like my tension will be off and things like that, especially with blanket yarn. I am so slow with blanket yarn. But can only do what you can only do. I like to sort of just take my time with it. I've also been crocheting for, it must be like 2 years this month or next month. So I know that I'm like still relatively new to it. And a lot of people who are super, super quick have been doing this for years and years. So try not to be hard on myself, but it's very hard when you see all the things that they can get done. I crochet 5 to 8 hours daily. Yeah, I'm pretty well the same. It's definitely gone. It definitely used to be 6 to 8 hours a day until we got Forrest. And then especially when he was little, he would take up most of my day of just like the training and like keeping him entertained because he's just constantly trying to eat the yarn. But right now he's at a good age where he's like, I walk him every day and then he sort of has a nap around midday so I can get some stuff done, and then he'll like want to play later this Arvo and things like that. So, and then at about like 8:30, 9 o'clock, he's ready for bed. So he just goes and waits outside our room until we're ready. So I use that to crochet. So maybe it's now like 5 to 6 hours a day, but we love it. From Malaysia. Oh, hi from Australia. Malaysia's so cool. No, not swoop. Literally, my least favorite thing about Australia is getting swooped. I have been swooped 3 times in my life, and it's just not fun. And we have so many magpies around us. Like, don't know what's going on. I think the previous people who lived here definitely fed them, because when we moved in, they would literally like swarm the door. There'd be like 5 or 6 of them just sitting there waiting for food and yapping at the door. So if you got IG, it looks like market prep is going well. It is. Like, I'm hard on myself. I'm my worst critic for sure, but it is going well. I do have like 232 plushies, and that is it's 56 different types of plushies. So like chickens, frogs, so it's 56 different types. I tried to like balance a bit more how many of things I made to restock compared to like new things as well, because I don't want anyone to miss out, and then I find myself just making so much of one thing that I lack variety, if that makes sense. So I tried to focus a bit more of, you know, 4 to 6 of things is fine. And if it sells out, it sells out. Like, amazing. But I also, like, this is my first weekend market, so I do know that I have Saturday night. If something really sells out and was really popular, I could use the afternoon to sort of prep more if I want to. Especially because the market finishes at 4. So it's relatively early, and then it doesn't start till 10. So I'm kind of excited that I don't have to get up like ridiculously early for it too. Thank you. How much more time do you have to market prep? Is it this upcoming weekend? Yes. So it is this Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to have a hiccup. And yeah, I pretty well have tonight, tomorrow during the day, but as I said, birthday, don't know what I'm going to get up to. And then Friday night is pretty well all the time I have. So I definitely, this is what we're making now, Little Tassie Devil by Crochet by Sammy. This is the only one I have, so I want to fill a rack, so at least 2, would love 3. And then I want to make one more of these dragons, because then I would have 3 and it would fill a rack. I'm just like trying to fill racks at this point, so that it looks really good. And yeah, I don't know. Try my best. Try my best to sort of, if I have one of something, just making a couple more so that it looks nice. I'm the same way though. I get caught up on making one thing and then have to stop myself and move on to something else. So I end up having some of everything at least. Yeah, exactly. Especially for conventions where I feel like you're doing a lot more characters, like Pokemon and things like that. I definitely get caught up on, you know, like my Gengars. I wanted 8 of my Gengars. Where is he? The other ones that I've made have turned out way bigger, but I wanted like 8 of these, and I made 6 small ones, and then I have the jumbo, like the big one that I made in a vlog, and I'm like, just leave it there. Like, you know, I can't sit there and make them constantly. I do want variety, and 6 is still a lot, like, you know, it's just like that. It's very hard to not, because, but I've done it too many times where I've hyper fixated on something and then it just hasn't sold very well, and then I'm like, wow, not wasted, but I spent so much time making that one thing and then it didn't do as well as I thought it would. So that's what we're trying to avoid. I have the opposite problem. I can't make multiples unless it's something I really enjoyed making them. Yeah, I do definitely get bored easily. Honestly, Drift the Octopus was the first pattern in a long time that I just really enjoyed making, and like I just loved the outcome so much that I sat and made 4 straight or something like that. I ended up with 7. And I had to stop myself. Like, they were just so fun to make. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like, when I made all those bodies in Newcastle and then had to just finish them all up, I was hating life. It took so long and it was so repetitive. But then it was cool to be at the end like, ooh, now I have 56 plushies to add to my stock. Hell yeah. Having lots of one-of-a-kinds is good too. Like, you just never know. I did try and price all my stuff yesterday. Don't know if I'm going to keep it how it is though. Mainly my boy Blastoise. That's there. Can you see him? No, I don't think so. I can't see because of the tripod. But my boy Blastoise. Oh, I'll just grab him. This boy, no idea what to price him at. I currently have him written down for 175 Australian dollars. But he did take like 8 to 9 hours to make. And he's a chunky boy. So I'm kind of thinking of raising it a bit, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy with all my other pricing. I think the rest is pretty good. He's the only one that I'm like, like I would buy him for $175, but that's just because I like Pokemon and I know the time that goes into it. So I don't know. But also with my pricing, it is a bit higher because this market was so expensive to vend at. So it is higher than probably usual. Some things are regular, but yeah, I'm also not stressed about not selling things because I do have Gamma in a month. So it actually wouldn't be a bad thing if I don't run out of stock, because then it's less prep that I have in a month. We used to have Spotlight stores here in Malaysia, but all closed down since May. I miss the Miller should be Banat blanket, especially the mystical yarns. I didn't even know Spotlight went to Malaysia or anywhere outside of Australia, actually. That's such a shame that they, like, aren't there anymore, because that's the easiest place for us to get any sort of blanket yarn as well. Motivera is good. I wish Motivera was a little bit thinner, like Banat blanket, but yeah, it's just so nice being able to go to a physical store. But I'm sorry that they like left Malaysia. How rude of them. They can go on a list like Hobie for leaving us. I've ended at a Pokemon trade show past weekend, and I wanted to make your Gengar so bad. I just did not have the time, but they're definitely doing another one in October, and I'll definitely be making some because I saw so many people with your Gengar gear. Oh, that'd be so cool. Yeah, I made a few for this one. Wanted to make more, but I didn't have the time. I know what you mean. It's like I have so many patterns of things that I want to make, and I'm just like, I don't have the time for all of this. Like, I've started an Eevee, and I just know I'm probably not going to get the time to finish it beforehand, but that's okay. I can finish it off later and they can come to Gamma with me, especially because they're like 2 conventions in a month. I'm sort of like, I really should focus on having different things for Gamma. Keep the things that, if there's anything that sells out and it's really, really popular, do that again, but definitely like spice it up a little bit in case it's the same people coming back. This Bolo pattern, thank you guys for buying them. I love my little Genki. Yeah, I love making him, and I also have a Gengar shirt. If you've seen any of my other conventions, you know exactly the Gengar shirt I'm talking about, because I wear him to every one of my conventions. And it's going to be so cool being able to wear my Gengar shirt and have like all these Gengars that I made. Is OzCon equivalent to like a Comic-Con? Yeah, so it's Oz Comic-Con, but it's just shortened to OzCon. But I think I don't know if it's like Australian only or if it's like Comic-Con and then the Australian version, if that makes sense. But I've never been to one, never vended at one, so I'm super, super excited to see how it goes. Super, super nervous. Absolutely bricking it, but also super excited. It should be good. I think just like any new market, you just have that anxiety of, you know, how's it going to go? Where do I have to set up? I'm going to drag tables in by myself. You know, how am I going to set up? Like, this is a first market so it's like, if you didn't see my story on Instagram, it has like, there'll be 4 vendors in a cube, and then that cube is split into 4, and then we all have a corner each, but there's walls in between us. So I will have a wall behind, like 2 walls behind me, and then I'll have my tables. And I'm like, should I have had things to like decorate the wall, or I don't know, like, I did contemplate getting rid of my 8-foot table and buying a 6-foot table, mainly so that I don't have to lug the 8-foot table around, because it is so heavy, but I don't know. I'm going to try and do a market mock-up tonight or this afternoon, and yeah, see how that goes. And then, I don't know. I've thought about getting, like if you watch Refined Vibes, how she has the like metal tiered shelves that collapse. Thought about getting them. I honestly just don't have a big car. I have my little i20. She doesn't fit much in there. So I can't really take too much stuff. But I'm also like, I don't know, man. Like, is 3 tables fine? We will see, I guess. I can't remember how many that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What am I doing? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. It's meant to switch on this one. Cool beans. Medivera is not available online for Malaysia. Sorry, I thought my partner said they were coming home and I was like, huh? Yeah, right. So can you still order from Spotlight online, but they just don't ship Medivera to you? That's so weird. I wonder why they stopped being there. Why is it always the ones that like the countries that don't really have access to like good blanket yarns and stuff that are like, we don't want to send to you anymore. See you later. Like, I'm making a dent in my Hobie yarn. I sound like I have such a vendetta for them lately. Kind of do. But I'm like just so excited to only have like, I'll definitely use Premier Parfait Chunky for gaps in colours that I have. But for the most part, I just want to use like small businesses yarn that doesn't shed like a mofo. Because I'm so over the shedding. Love you again, Carpet. Thank you. I appreciate that. You do fantastic. Thank you. I need that energy right now. Definitely need that energy. Yeah. It's always a way. Like, I love the conventions. They are my favorite markets. It's the first convention I've done all year, which is wild to think about. Because I couldn't do one last month because I was back home. So I think I'm just like, I'm really rusty. I haven't done one since December last year. That's wild. And now I'm doing this OzCon, doing Gamma in a month. And then I also applied for Geek at Christmas, which will be the end of November if I get accepted. So I'm like, we went from 0 in 8 months to 3 in 3. So I think I'm just nervous of how things are going. But I do have my friend Marnie. She will be, I think she's diagonally behind me. Because this will be like the first time that I'm kind of doing most of the market by myself. Like, my partner isn't really coming. So I think that's also making me nervous of like, of not having like a second person to sort of help me out. But I think he will for a little bit. But then he has soccer. So I don't know. I'm just nervous for how busy it's going to be, I think. But that's okay. As long as I sort of get everything done and I'm organized. It's just the best crowd. Conventions have the best crowds, hands down. I love it so much. Medivera not available online in Malaysia. I mean, the new yarn. The basic Medivera blankie only have 7 color options now. What can we do with just 7 colors? Yeah, it gets a bit like that. I'm so sad they got rid of the blankie. Was it Valuable blankie? The like multiple colored, the one that I made my Octo out of. Oh my god. Like this one. I love this yarn so much. Why did they get rid of it? They honestly just like to see us suffer. I love that yarn. I was using it last night and I was like, Why'd they get rid of it? I love it so much. I should have gotten more, but I didn't know it was going to get discontinued. So thank you to the people that gave me the heads up that Value Ball is pretty well always like limited edition. So I know for next time, if they bring out a really good yarn, just to go ham and buy. Buy a lot of it while you can. Hi, it's awesome that I got to catch you live. Hi, Zeno. I'm butchering it. I'm so sorry, but glad to see you here. Yeah, I definitely want to do more lives. I need to be better with it. Add that to the list. Add that to the late list of things that I want to do in 2025. I was good at lives. I tried to do them once a week. I think I was doing them every Thursday or something last year. And then I really fell off the bandwagon this year with moving and then just not having great internet here. But I do like doing lives, and I should do them more often. I'll try my best. Like I said, Forest is getting a lot better, so I'll add it to the list. We can only get the Motivera blankie that's 300 gram per ball. That would be this one, right? Just like the plain colors. I like it, but I just really wish it was just like the smidgest bit thinner, like Banat. Because I go from this. Oop, I paused my own video. Haha. I go from this to, and I'm like, oh my God, my hands hate life right now. And then I go to Banat because I think it's a blanket problem. And then I go to Banat and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like butter. Like I'm not fighting for my life using Banat blanket. And then I go to chenille yarn and I'm like, oh my God, it's so thin and so flimsy and I'm scared. Honey Bunny or Baby Snuggle. Not my friends' yarns. Not my friends' yarns. I hate when they discontinue great yarns, literally. Like, oh my gosh, if I made an amazing blanket yarn that everyone was like frothing over, the last thing I would do would be like, great while it lasted. Anyway, just going to discontinue it right now. And you can just stick with your little Motivera and have fun with that. Like, I don't get why. I would think that it's like them testing the waters, but then they just get rid of it and they just don't bring it back. And I feel like amigurumi, especially right now in Australia, is starting to pop off. So I'm like, why now? Why now of all times? As you can see, I clearly didn't wear my glasses today. Black yarn. You got it right the first time. Oh, that's got to be a first. I am so notorious for getting names wrong. I literally, how I do my safety eye orders, and I always like thank the person, literally pronounce someone's name wrong. And thankfully they corrected me, I think in an email. I was like, thank you. I'm so sorry. I will probably accidentally butcher it again. But Zeno's a sick name, by the way. But yes, glad that you're here. Your energy and your Meg's always watching you because of that. Ah, thank you. I appreciate it. I try my best. That's why I like doing lives too. I should do lives more. But I was sitting there yesterday and I was like, I'm usually like a week ahead in filming. But the Newcastle vlog kind of stuffed me. And so I wasn't. And then I'm currently in the middle of filming like market prepping for OzCon. And I'm obviously still market prepping. So I didn't want to finish that video yet. And I was like, I'm not going to have a video for this week. And I think, pat on my back, I think it's the first week this year that I've missed a video. Look at me go. So I was like, don't push yourself. We'll just do a live instead. Why not? We'll hang out. Love how you include little clips of your fur baby in your videos. It's just so adorable. He is so big. He is massive now, but yes, I love including Forrest in things. Especially like, I don't know, I always think about how cool it would be that I get to look back on videos of him and see him like grow up, and then you guys get to watch him grow up with me, you know? I just like doing it, and yeah, sort of breaks it up a little bit. I love seeing people's pets on their YouTube videos. So, you know, I want to include mine, give him a little spotlight sometimes. I think this is four double crochets. Bad day to choose not to wear glasses when I'm working with black yarn. I was gonna make rats. That was my original idea. But then I was like, it's a new pattern that I've never done before. And if you've seen my other lives, every time I choose a new pattern to make, it usually ends up going wrong. So I was like, I need Tassie Devils, so we will do him, which is this little guy, if you haven't seen him yet. By Crochet by Sammy. It's literally so cute. She kept taking it to markets and she didn't have a pattern for it. And I was like, girl, please write the pattern. I need it. So she did. Bless her. And I love him. I need to count too much. 4, 5. I need Juicy Couture yarn to be revived. I never even tried it. Was it ever available here in Australia? I don't know. What do you use it for? Do you use it for scrunchies like Miss Kelsey, or use it for something else? I've never, no, can't say that. I have crocheted with velvet yarn for scrunchies, but I've never made like amigurumi with it. But Spotlight has a new one at the moment that I've thought about trying out, but I don't know. I have texture issues, and velvet is one of them that's very like hit or miss. Once when I worked in hospitality, I will never forget this. An elder lady, left her very purple velvet jacket on the back of a chair, and I physically couldn't pick it up without gagging. So I had to get one of my co-workers to go pick it up for me, because I couldn't handle the texture. It was horrific. It was like nails on a chalkboard. Horrific. So I don't know if I can handle the yarn. I did for scrunchies. I didn't find it too bad, but you know. It's a risk. I regret not hiding my for myself. So sad Joanne's gone. Michael's revival of Posh and Baby Bear is not the same texture. I feel it would be the same. True of Juicy. I wish we had Joanne. So funny seeing like, I guess America, is Joanne America only? Like a reaction to losing Joanne's. And I'm sad that I could never experience it. Like I really wanted to go to America and try it out. I thought it would be so sick to be able to go into a store and see all of those sorts of yarns. But now I never, ever, ever will. So that sucks. But yeah, I'm just so surprised. Like I know that there's been a few times they declared bankruptcy, right? Like, I just don't get it. Because I'm like, you're clearly popular. So how are you going bankrupt? What are you guys doing? But I am very sad for you guys. I'm also sad that I'll never get to try that yarn. Definitely agree that it's awesome getting to see Forrest in your videos. Oh, I'm glad you guys enjoy seeing Forrest. I did worry a little bit that people would be like, oi, it's not crochet, don't care. And I'd be like, but that's my child. You need to care. But, yeah, no. It's nice seeing people excited to see him because I love filming him. He's so funny. He has such a little personality at the moment. Was that meant to be 8? Because it is 8. Great. It's what we'd like to see. Gotcha. Tasmanian Devil is so adorable. I literally love him so much. I'm excited to see how he goes to the market. Did I make a sign for him? I think I did. I think I made a sign for everybody. But I'm excited to see how he goes, because I think, other than like the cockatoos and galahs and stuff that I made from Crochet Me Zaddy's pattern, I don't think I've had any Aussie animals on my table, and I really should do that more. So I'm excited to have him there. I was swapped to Retro Velvet Prime Premiere and then it was discontinued. Oh my gosh. Scully, you're not Australian, are you? I was going to say, because Spotlight does have a velvet yarn at the moment. And I have heard that it's pretty good. But that sucks. I didn't know they discontinued that. I have seen that yarn. Have I tried it? No. Also, need opinions on the... Is it Basics Premier Parfait Chunky, like their Tempted Blanket yarn? I do want to try it. I feel like it's a little fuzzy and I kind of love that. But I don't know, especially now that they've brought out this whole like new blanket yarn vibe that they've got going that I kind of want to try. Don't know whether just to skip the basics and just try that or if it's worth trying. Because I want, it's either Frida's yarn or, oh my God, what was the yarn that I was obsessed with? It's not, Feels Like Bliss, but it's same sort of vibe. And you cannot get it here in Australia. And there's just like no yarns that are like Feels Like Bliss because I want to make little fuzzy cute things, but not with fluffy yarn, which is like that sort of yarn. So sad. Hi Shannon, how are you? Scrunchies accessories and I want to make the Hanukkah jumper. I haven't seen that. But cute. Love that. I kind of want to make like little cross stitch patterns. I have like Crochet by Dill has the little coasters that he makes that's yarn but cross stitch. I don't know how it works. I don't know if I'd be able to do it, but they look really, really cool. Dragon ring or Paisley birds is great for the juicy yarn. Ooh. Oh, okay. Cute. Birds would be. Oh, mallard and velvet yarn would be so cute. I was just wondering where's Forrest. He's sleeping on the floor or on the sofa. I don't know which one, but I exhausted him this morning so that I could do a live, hopefully without him begging at me for attention 24/7. But I will show you him before we end the live. So you will get to say hello if you want. At least you have Spotlight. True. We don't have any stores that sell the yarns we need to make plushies. That is true. I am very, very grateful for Spotlight, especially now that they do sell something. If it wasn't for the mill ends, it would honestly be pretty sad, but the mill ends definitely save Spotlight. I have not had good luck with mill ends lately at all, but that's okay. I have so much blanket yarn now. No, but I did briefly live in New South Wales. Hell yeah. Same. Technically don't now, but close enough. You're right. So now you don't have Spotlight, but you probably have better stores to go to. Basic Chanel's Brides, I was told, was like Bernette Blanket. Love the basics. Plan to try the basics. Yeah, I've heard people either love it or I've also heard that it's like, it's not like this, where you have, how do I explain it? Where it's fuzzy the whole way around the thread. I've heard that it's like flat, if that makes sense. So I don't know how that would go, but I love how it works up. Like I love how it looks in plushies. So I don't know. Or do I just skip the gun and try out their new blanket yarn? Don't know. Do you try the velvet yarn? They're very soft to work with. Like velvet yarn for keychain plushies. Oh, cute. Cute idea. Yes, there's no stores here. Spotlight was on it. Oh, okay. Right. That sucks. Well, I hope someone goes and sets up a store out there. My ultimate dream would be to have like a little cafe, like a little crochet cafe, and sell like my friend's yarn or other yarns there and just have like a cozy little vibe. That would be so sick. Because they have them in America, right? I don't think one exists in Australia. But that would be so cute. But then I did 8 years in hospitality and I don't really want to go back. Let alone owning something in hospitality. It'd be so stressful. It's not tubular. That's a great way of putting it. Tubular. Yes, that's what I mean. Haven't had any flat issues with the basics. Maybe those seconds. It'll make less. Yeah, right. Interesting. Maybe it's very hit or miss on quality. Maybe. Don't know. But good to know. Has anybody bought any of the new Premier Parfait? I can't even remember what it's called. Their new blanket yarn. It looks pretty good. I saw, if you're Australian, Craft to You, I believe, put out like a pre-order thing because my friend tried to buy it from their site and it was like $50 shipping. So I wouldn't recommend that. But I think Craft to You would be pretty good shipping. I have no idea when they're getting it in though. Who make less structured stitches. You're probably right. You're probably right. Can I cut the white yarn? Yes. Yay! Parfait Plush, that's the name. Yeah, I'm interested to see what it's like. Oh, I did watch Jenna's video, like real thingo talking about it. And it looked pretty good, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Do I need more blanket yarn? No. I guess it would depend on the price for me. Because if you don't know, Banat blanket, like 300, what does it come in? 300 gram balls? It's like 25 to 27 Australian dollars here. So kind of depends on price for me. Oh my gosh, what is happening? As to whether I would try it. I feel like it would work well with Banat blanket. So like it wouldn't be, I have to buy every color. It would be like I can just buy some pretty colors if I really wanted to. Because I am liking blanket yarn more. I also did order a 6.5 millimeter yarn. Oh my gosh. 6.5 millimeter hook because I didn't actually own one. And a lot of people recommend that for blanket yarn because I've been using a 6. But then again, also do have pretty loose tension. So I should probably place the eyes, hey? Let's do that. But that is $13 a skein in the USA. Yeah, it's so good in the USA. Yeah, that's cheaper than it would be in Australia. Yeah, that's why Millens are great because it's literally just so expensive here to get it. But then again, I also broke it down into like per 100 grams. It's still the same as most of the chenille yarn you would buy here. I think it's just because like you have to buy one color. Like one skein of one color is like $27. So that's, I think, where it gets you. Ah, I could have added the eyes after this round, but that's fine. 5 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God, just got a delivery. Scared the hell out of me. Hold on. Hold. Alphonse, you're okay. You're okay. Wait. Wait. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. Oh, such an aggressive knock. It scared the life out of me. When Joann's was open, we'd get it for $6.50 to $8. That's insane. Like, I understood why everyone would use it in the US because it's so cheap. What are you doing? Cubby. What are you doing? Oh, the biggest boy. Oh, the biggest, bestest boy. You're the biggest, bestest boy. Yeah. What's going on? Oh, is it so bright up here? You say hello? Oh, you say hello? No. You just want to cuddle? You gonna go back to sleep? You gonna say goodbye? Hey, gonna go back to sleep? Look how big he is. Were any of you around when I first got him and he was like teeny tiny little boy? Now he's the biggest boy, hey? Now he's the biggest boy. He's starting to go lighter brown around his face too. I hope he doesn't lose his colour because I love his colour. You have to stay brown. Chocolate brown. Oh, big yawn. Oh, biggest, bestest boy. Woo. So at the night you can get here in the US at Ollie's. It's a cool name. Ollie's for $5, but it's limited to what they have. Yeah, right. So you still. Oh, that's so cheap. So jealous. Why does Australia have to be so expensive? 6.5. The tulip. It's better than the clovers. I haven't used. Actually, have I used tulip? I can't remember. But I did buy clover, literally just to go like complete the set. He is growing ridiculously fast, right? He's on his 4th harness because he keeps growing out of them. It's actually insane. He needs to stop. He literally doubled weight in a month. Insane. But I'm doing 10. Ugh. I hate the stitch on a bubble stitch. What's he doing? He's eating the glass door, or attempting to. That's my boy. Yeah, I can't remember if I had to move the bubble stitches for this pattern. Oh, also, I'll read in a second, but would love to know if any of you guys use like a tablet or an iPad or anything like that to read your crochet patterns. If you have an app that's not OneDrive, that you download them all on, that's preferably free. I used to use Notability until like it makes you pay for it. Now I don't use it anymore. But OneDrive drives me up a wall because it keeps downloading all of my videos, like my unedited, and it just takes, it's literally just always downloading. So if you have any apps that are good that's on Apple, because I have an iPad, that would be fabulous, or a way to sort of connect them or download them straight onto the iPad. I have no idea. I'm so technically terrible. So cuddly. Love Forest. My little man. He's crying at the moment. Are you okay? What doing? I can't see him. He was so bitty. He still thinks he is. Definitely. His latest thing is he's figured out he's big enough to jump on the bed. So every time you open the door, he just runs up and just wants to, like, he sprawls out and he just gets so excited about it. But he definitely still thinks he's small. He like goes up to smaller dogs and he's like, what is that? You're tiny. And he like jumps up to try and play with them, even though he could crush them. But he's very good. Love my boy. Oh, he wants to go outside. Don't scratch that part of the door. It sounds horrific. My wrist. What are you doing? You want to go outside? Okay. Okay. I hear your plea. Off you go. All right. Hopefully one day we'll be able to get our doggy door. Wish I had bigger sizes for the tulip. Is that what I have? I did buy a set of crochet hooks when I very first started. And I swear they're gold. But I've never used them. Oh, they are. These ones. This teeny tiny. But I think I have a whole set of them. And I never use them. I literally thought of giving them away. Did I have a 6.5 in this? There's a 6. Don't know if I had a 6.5. Ah! No, I didn't. So either way, I still had to buy a 6.5. But that child of mine. And then I have a random massive tulip that's an 8mm. But I feel like I probably ended... That one's just plastic. But I think I ended up buying a clever one as well. I don't know. I'm very much with like completing the set. But yes, I should try them out. What's he doing? His latest thing is also digging in the garden, so that's great. Mega. Oh, sorry, did I miss anything? A lot of people loving those hooks. I really should try them. I don't even remember buying them. That's how long it's been since I bought them. Mega. It's kind of like a cloud. You can save them by category and then the ones you want to use all the time. Ooh. Google Drive. Is that OneDrive? I have no idea. I think it's different. I don't know, honestly. Which is your fave Pat to Mayhem bestseller? What did I say the other day was my bestseller? Oh my god. I literally said it in my vlog the other day. That's not up. It was one of my Pokemon patterns I was talking about. In everyday markets, honestly, the loaf cats. Like, I now just make the kittens because I try and make as many as I can. But they've pretty well sold out every single time. It used to be my chickens, but my chickens have slowed down a bit now. But everybody loves a loaf kitty. Besides the loaf kitties, what was I thinking of? Oh, Totoros. My Totoros always sell out. Like gaming, video game, geeky themed. Hands down my Totoros. I've made 6 little Totoros and then I made 2 in blanket yarn. So we will see how that goes. But so scared I'm going to sell out of them the first day, honestly. But I love them. Love them. Cannot for the life of me pronounce the name of the one that makes the Totoro pattern. The person, sorry. It starts with M. I've got them on, I think, my Google Doc that I put on my YouTube. And then obviously the cats are Annie Caraway Arts cats. If they're a PDF, they should be compatible with the native book. Ooh, native. I'll have to suss that one out too. Mega and native. Kayla, note that down for later because I will forget. Native and mega. Thank you for the Rex. I got it. It's honestly amazing. It doesn't shed as much as Parfait Chunky and it's way bigger than Chunky but smaller than the Parfait XL. Yeah, right. Yeah, because the XL was insane. And I did end up using it all. And I ended up actually selling some of it to Crochet by Sammy, who ended up making a leggy frog with it. Yeah. Just anything I made in it just didn't sell because it would end up too big and then the price, like, people wouldn't want to buy it. Strawberry turtle that I still have. So I'm like trying to see where Forrest is. Making sure he's not up to no good. Trying to dig out of this yard. I don't even know when my 6.5 hook should get here. It's from Amazon. I thought it would have been here by now. he stands at the door and then you try and let him in and he literally just stands at the door, just standing there staring at you and won't come inside, but he'll stand like right where the door is. I think he's doing that now. Yes, there's hooks. Yes, I'll definitely try out the hooks. I'll have to. I don't even know if they're like worth keeping as a backup hook or if I should just end up selling them if I like the clovers more. I don't know. Totoros, love Totoros. I remember I was getting messages because the pattern wasn't on Etsy at one point. And people are like, I can't get the pattern. And I was like, no. So I had to message the person that wrote it. And I was like, hey, I know you don't know who I am, but I always make your Totoro pattern. And I have people asking about it. And it's not on Etsy at the moment, just in case you didn't know. She ended up writing back and she was like, oh my gosh. Like, I think she had like ran out of them. Or Etsy did something to it. So chuck it back up now. Had to make a new listing for it, bless her. Love that pattern. Love that pattern. Recommend it to literally everybody that loves Totoro. I need to do the mouth. Where's my other one? Just did it across 2 stitches. I usually add like embroidery after, but Sammy said to do it now, so I'll do it now. Did I do it across 2? No, hers is 3. I think I just pulled it tightly so it kind of looks like it's 2 stitches, but it's actually 3. Yeah, that's definitely what I did. Hi, Isa? Sorry. Hello. How are you? Just the Books app that comes loaded on Apple devices. Oh, there's a Books app? I am 29 almost in one day, but I feel like I am at least 80 when it comes to technology. I don't know when I started running behind, but I definitely did. It's just called Books on my iPhone. Okay, I'll have to check that out too. Oh, surely I won't forget that. Where is my child? Just running around. Bless him because it's so nice and sunny today, which makes me so happy. Sweet spot seems to be $25 and below for markets. Yeah, I definitely did focus on making smaller items for this market. We got a little, this is him so far. How cute is he? Yeah, so I definitely do have a lot smaller, but then I have like, I don't know, I think I have a lot of $25 to $35 items. Like my Pokemon, like my little Gengars I put for $35, which might be a bit steep, but there is a bit of sewing for him and I also designed him, so I feel like, I don't know, I think he's worth that much. So we'll see how it goes. Usually like conventions, especially like, spoiler, but this market cost me about $2,000 to vend at. So I kind of had to hike my prices a little bit to try and like, you know, make it more likely that I am going to break even at least. But we'll see how it goes. I think the good thing about, was that him barking? I think the good thing about having a whole week, a whole weekend, is that if things aren't selling the Saturday, if they're too expensive or what have you, I can always like lower it for the Sunday. Don't think I will, but that's always like, yeah, it's always an option. I have a bunny in a Totoro onesie price at $80 and people love looking at it. That sounds so cute. I think I've seen that pattern. They have a Highland cow one as well. I was so close to getting it. But that sounds like the most freaking cutest thing ever. I need to let him back in. Thank you, Andrea. I appreciate it. What are you doing? Up. Up, down. What's wrong? Oh, it's the good, bestest boy. What doing? What doing? You oversleeping, are you? Huh? You're oversleeping, are you? Yeah? You just want to play. Terrible throw. Absolutely shocking. You're so cute. The whole onesie comes off too. I love that so much. And sometimes, like, it's just as equally good to have those eye-catching plushies, you know, just so people can look at. Like, I think Blastoise will be that for me. I don't know if many people were here before when I was talking about him, but I have him priced at $175 at the moment. And I'm honestly contemplating raising that because he took me like 8 to 9 hours to make. Like, the amount of details on this kid, insane. I like his blanket yarn, so he's pretty big as well. So, I don't know. I hate pricing. Pricing is my least favorite part of markets by far. But yeah, like, as much as I kind of, like, I really want the strawberry turtle to sell just so I can make something new that's big to sort of replace him. It's also something that, yeah, draws people in. You need items that draw people in, definitely. And those big ones just definitely just catch people's eyes, which is always good. Keep the price. You reckon I should keep it? Yeah, I'll see. If I end up raising it, it'll only be to like from $175 to like $190 because that's Australian dollars. So let me do some quick math. $175. Got too much yarn in the way. So that's 115 US dollars. So I don't know. Just took such a long time and so many details and things like that. Like my Light Fury that you can see behind me, I have them for $125 and he took me like 5-ish hours. And I also painted the eyes on him. So I don't know, man. I hate pricing. It's also one of those things that like, if he doesn't sell, that's fine, you know? But like, I would want him at a price that if he sold, I'd be like, yeah, happy with that. Not like, oh, like, you know, oh, amazing, but, you know, I kind of undersold myself a bit. You know what I mean? But we'll see how I feel. I did end up, hold on, I'll show you. I made little tags for them. Oh, one short. Where is he? It's too quiet. It's like a toddler. It's too quiet. He's probably up to no good. Oh, you're being the goodest boy. You're playing with your toy. Good boy. Yeah, the name tag. So if you don't follow Crochet Carpenter, this is where I got the idea from. So, oh my gosh. So say, for instance, like this is the front of them. Do I only have one? Yes. This is the front of them, which has like my name, a Instagram QR code, and just like a little bit about me. And then on the back, I definitely have two there. Okay, this one's the Blastoise one. Then on the back, I have the item, the price, and how many hours it took me to make, just so it's like, you know, a little bit more information and kind of takes away that question of, you know, people seeing the price and being like, oh my God, why is it so expensive? Kind of gives like a little bit more detail as to why it is the price that it is, I feel like. I just thought that was such a good idea. And then I just hole punched the corner of it. And then I'll either just pin it on with like a safety pin, or I will thread it onto them. But I just thought that was such a good idea. yeah, he showed them on his Instagram. And so I just used the same size and then just made my own on some little cardstock. Which, yeah, I'm just hoping will help alleviate that problem. Not that problem, I guess just that question. Because it gives a little bit more information about it. So yeah, I find the hardest thing with pricing is if you've got half plushies in blanket yarn and then a half in chenille, like you can have littler plushies in the chenille that take a lot longer than the blanket yarn. But then if you were to price that higher than the blanket yarn, people will get confused. So I'm always like, oh, do I price it more? I usually price it like similar, and then if anyone's to ask, I'll happily explain. Oh, good, we're right this time. I thought I was wrong again. But yeah. The joy of markets. I love when people ask me about how I figure out my pricing. And I just give the worst answer every single time. I'm just like, I don't know. I have other Australian creator friends and I go between that and then I just experiment. Kind of go off like a hourly of $20-ish because I know that I am slower and then kind of just go from there. But I don't use like a formula or anything like that. And I'm always changing my pricing, literally always. I feel like it depends on the convention. You know, like this one's very expensive to go to. So I feel like, you know, charging a bit more makes sense. But yeah, either way, I'm just excited to go. Like, seems like there's going to be a lot of cosplay there. And just like events. I don't really know any guests that are going. Oh God. Because I know at Gamma last year, I met the guy out of Wolf Creek, John Jarrett, I think his name is. And then there was the voice actor for Scooby-Doo, Neil, I think his name is. I can't remember. But I didn't actually go meet him, but he's going to be there again next month. So I was like, I'll have to go meet him and get a photo. Bless. I think also my mate, Ghostface, was at Geek last month. But I don't have another Ghostface plushie this time to get a photo with. But that was so cool last year. It was definitely a highlight. Just before someone bought him too. I've got the heater on and it's actually getting like too hot in here. Yeah. Hope people appreciate it. Bro, did my internet crash or something? Why is there like so many messages all of a sudden? Holy dolly. Oh, I paused my own video again. Hello. My gosh, like 20 messages just popped up out of nowhere. Cool. I thought I was just having a good yap to myself. But never mind, your messages weren't coming through. Sorry. I'll definitely stay at that price. It's a con. It's more likely to sell much higher. Yeah, for sure. Go with the price you're comfortable with. That will be your showstopper while waiting for the right person. I agree. I always think it's just a matter of person. The right person will come along eventually. That's what I keep saying for my strawberry turtle anyway. Sometimes I would lower the price if I have sales target to meet. Yeah, that's fair. It's so like dependent on the person and the place and everything. It's going to be a great weekend. Hopefully you can have a break and see all the goodies on offer. I know, right? Especially because like I won't really have my partner there the first day. I'm hoping I still get a chance to run around because I'll also want to film it. I'm going to try and film more for this market. We'll see how we go. See how my confidence in filming in public is going. Not great, but I'll try my best. I really need to like one day hopefully get an Osmo so it's like smaller camera and it's more discreet than my big like hi it's just me camera that I have to bring around. Love crochet comes up, me too. So talented. Love to think people appreciate knowing those details. Yeah, I feel like it just makes more sense. Like I would like to know what hours go into things. My friend's also done it. Marnie, aka Dangly Doodads, who does like chainmail jewelry. Because she obviously spends hours linking chains. Bless her. So she started doing it, and she really likes, you know, the outcome of that. So she'll be fine. Hi, Sammy. How are you? Yes, I realized that I only had my Tassie Devil from the pattern test, so I decided that he needed a rack of him. So I'm making 2, hopefully 3 more, but we will see how I go for time. The colds kicked back in and my hands are hating life again, so we will see. Nice card. I think customers would love it if you can make a gift card. Aw, cute. Gift card's such a cute idea. A gift card for like a custom order would be sick, actually. I love your ideas. Cute idea for like Christmas too, maybe. How they'd redeem it, I don't know. Is that a website thing? Because I was horrible at making a website. Anything tech related, don't ask me to do. Yes, we love the Tassie Devil. Let's make his ears now. But he's so cute. I'm excited to see how he goes. Be my first time taking him to a market. I've seen people use a wire crochet may seem pricey sign with all the details about what it takes. That's such a good idea. Maybe I should make a sign. I should just make a sign that says, yes, I crocheted all of these. Because that is my number 1 question that I get asked. Did you make all these? So maybe I should do like, I think Crochet Mizadi did like a meet the maker and had a photo of him and everything. Like explains what he does. But then I also do plan on actually crocheting at the event. But then again, I still do that at markets and I still get the question of if I make it. So I don't know. But it would be a good idea. Like I would love to get rid of that question of handmade crochet made by me. Just like an arrow pointing to me or something like that. I don't know. Rewatched Wednesday the past few days in prep for the new season. Now I want to do a crochet a bunch of top sweater from season 1. Fun. I feel like I saw something being like, Wednesday fans in Australia, we're coming to you. And then that's as far as I watched. But are they like filming the 2nd season here or something like that? I did like the 1st season. Can't remember if I loved it. It was a long time ago. You know something I need to watch is American. Why is that one so much chubbier? Hello? Oh, maybe I used a 6 for the first one. That's fine. It's giving father-son. Surely. Oh, then again, it would have been probably one of my first times using Motivera. If I used a size 6 hook, girl, my lord, am I trying to give myself tendonitis? Is that Forest? Market prep is going well. I have 232 plushies now. We are making progress. I am so stressed. And my partner's like, are you excited for your birthday tomorrow? And I'm like, no, no, I'm not. I just want to get this convention done with, and then we'll celebrate. was like, I'm bringing yarn to my birthday dinner that we're doing tomorrow night. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. It'll be fine. We have enough. It'll be fine. So I have to keep telling myself anyway. Love my Osmo camera, def pricey. Yeah, I know, but I like that you can use your Osmo like out for vlogging, and then it also like is such good quality for inside as well, rather than having like a vlog camera and then a normal camera, if you know what I mean. Mine's just like so bulky. But then I also love my camera. Like I've only had her for a year. So I don't know, man. Maybe one day. Maybe it could be a Christmas present or something like that. I just like how discreet it is, rather than me having to lug around mine and get embarrassed in front of people that I'm filming. I don't know what's up. It's probably a me issue, the internet, honestly. Oh, I just do that twice. Hee hee. Scissors. I got a cool DJI Osmo mobile gimbal tripod. Holy shite, that was a lot of words. For my phone with the tracking and mini DJI mic this past weekend. Looking forward to playing with it this month. Holy dooly. I have been seeing it everywhere. Like I've got a little Rode mic supporting the Aussies. But I just got that because that's what I thought everyone was using. And then next minute, everyone's got DJIs. And I'm like, oh, I did it wrong again. My music stopped playing. Hello. But I think the Osmo's only just sort of came out this year. And I did buy my camera over a year ago. So it's fine. You know, like my vlog I chucked up last week and the audio randomly went bad. That was because I was kind of over having to attach my mic to me. I hate the way it looks. So I was just leaving it on my camera and I was like, surely that'll be fine. Not fine. Sounded so echoey and so terrible that, yeah, I felt bad that like half the video was then like that. But I don't know how people do it. I don't know. Technology is not my forte, if you haven't been able to tell. That's why Twitch took me so long to sort of figure out, and I still hadn't by the time of now. Meet the Maker is a good idea. I have the same problem. I should prepare that too. It is a good idea. But then it's like, I barely have space on my table as is. Especially if I end up buying, like, changing my 8-foot table to a 6-foot, I'm going to have 2 less feet to work with. So I don't know, man. Maybe I should just get a collapsible shelf thing. But then that's not going to fit in my little i20. It's not going to hold it. You can make a QR code to go to one of your videos making the item. True. I do have a sign that has a QR code to my YouTube channel. It's very cute seeing kids be like, she has YouTube. And then I get embarrassed and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, don't watch it though, please. Got mine for a birthday gift to myself, so tomorrow the day. Yeah, that's it. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I've literally just been looking at mainly clothes, but I do want to use my birthday money for a tattoo. It's been 2 years since I've had a new tattoo. Do you know how illegal that should be? So it's like, camera or tattoo? The real question. My music definitely stopped. Rude. You're killing it. I'm trying. Still hate vlogging at markets. You look so comfortable doing it. I hate doing it at conventions because it's like, well, at least I'll have 2 walls. I'll have like 2 walls behind me. So I shouldn't be able to see my neighbors. So that's a little less scary. However, I will have like two very big open spaces with people across from me. But I feel like at conventions, like there's always people taking photos and filming, so I should be less nervous. Like I don't care if I see people filming. I think like, you know, good for you. Get it, girl. And it's funny because it's like it is my job, but I'm still too embarrassed to do it. Like talking to myself, like my partner will sit across from me doing his own thing, and I'm still like, oh, don't listen to me. Like I'm still so awkward. The amount of footage I have to cut out from me just awkwardly giggling next to him is ridiculous. But I should just like stop caring. It's just a confidence thing, hey. Been doing this for a year and I'm still not confident enough to just be like, no one cares. No one's gonna do something. Like, what are they gonna do? Haha, look at you filming. And then I'll be like, cool, thanks, man. It's not for you. Like, they go the same. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Because I envy people that can go out and just like, just don't care, man. Why can't that be me? I'm so bad at crocheting together. I too have the same problem with not enough space on my table. After fully utilizing my horizontal space, I raised my vertical space. Yes, I did order more of my cubes. So I can make more cubes. I think the hardest thing, right, okay, God, I wish I could bring all of you with me to OzCon so we could sort this out together rather than me doing it alone on Friday. But I have a 3x3 space, which is what I always have. And at every single one of my conventions, I have just done an L, like right at the edge, right along the edge, just an L. And I always thought that that was the best because everything's front and forward. You can't miss it. Like, you'll see my bigger items from far away. La la la. However, when it comes to the cubes, like, I love seeing people in there, like, 2x2, and it's them. And then they just have, like, cubes up and around them. I think that's so cute. But I can't do that with my space because it's too big. So then I'm like, do I change the formation? Like that's the idea with possibly getting a 6 foot instead of an 8 foot. Refined Vibes does like a Z with hers. So I'm like, should I try that? Should I do a U? Like I genuinely don't know what to do, but I feel like I need to change it up a bit. I don't think I have too much more bigger items that I would be putting on the cubes. I don't know. That I'm gonna mock up this afternoon, so I should have a better idea of what things are gonna look like. But I don't know. Like I have all of Friday to sort it out, but it's just so hard because I don't take the plushies with me and leave them there overnight. My anxiety can't deal with that for the fear that my whole stock would be stolen. So it's just so hard to visualize it until I get there on Saturday. I don't know. I need to start crocheting these together. How long have I been streaming for? Oh, an hour and a half. Doing the red, black. 4 single crochets. Do I have the right sides out? What is my child doing? Oh, would you rip off the toy? Hey, you. Don't you run. Why are you running? Come here. First. What do you have? Give me. Give me. First, get that bit of felt out your mouth. First. Who put a lounge here? Come here. First, sit. Hey, what's this? Your knees. Oh, there's a good boy. Give me it. Give me. Drop. poor toy. It's so new. He ripped its poor little ear off. I bought that not long ago. So naughty. Anyway, what was I saying? This is why I haven't done a live in like 6-8 months. I knew little man would be interrupting, although he should be still napping and he's just not. Doesn't want to. I've now lost like what side I should be on for this, but that's all right. We're gonna go with it. I never near the Lego. I'm near the Lego display and main stage. What do you mean? Oh, don't put me near Lego. I think my partner wants to start getting into Lego. Am I near the main stage? I thought I was just in a random corner. I don't know. I've never been to OzCon. It's I genuinely would have no idea where I am or what I'm doing. I had to buy a high vis vest the other day. That was fun. There was a guy in self-checkout at the grocery store a couple of weeks back with a whole line set up and his buddy filming him. Bro, I feel like if you had someone there with you, it would maybe be less awkward. Or you'd maybe be a bit confident. Like if I had someone filming me, I feel like I'd have more confidence in me just filming myself. I don't know. It's a weird thing. But see, I see people, well, in the grocery store is a bit funny. But I see people like that and I'm like, good on you. Wish I had that confidence. You get it. I could never, yeah, literally. What are you making? Just hopping on. Hi, Ashley. I am making Crochet by Sammy's Little Tassie Devil. However, I think I've used the wrong size hook, so now we have a much bigger Tassie Devil. I'm going to have to make them all this size, though. I cannot do it with a 6mm gun. I'm not going to have hands tomorrow if I do that. I don't know what he's doing. I don't trust that child. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm probably gonna play with the formation of things. I don't know. It's so hard because I do not have the space in this house to do a full-on like markup mock-up to the size that I would need for it to be. So I don't know, man. We're just gonna try our best. I mainly just want to see how many cubes I would need and things like that, I feel like. It's my time zone so odd. Is the afternoon there? It is currently 12:36 p.m. on Wednesday here in Australia. Well, here in New South Wales side of things. Ah, you found a squeaky toy. That's fun. I'm sure that's so fun for everyone listening. Little man, little man. So if I can get one more of these guys done, I'll be stoked. Won't be doing it on stream. But I have a list, I have an aim, I have a goal of when I'll be happy with my market prep. Right now, we're very close, to be fair. Kill me, it's 10:30 p.m. on Tuesday here, so I always feel like you're in the future. I love hearing people say that when I say I'm Australian and they're like, oh, you're from the future. Like, yeah. That's me, from down under, from the future. Hanging out with kangaroos. That's me. I find time zones weird too. Like I always get confused by them from other streamers and stuff like that I watch. And I'm like, but what is that Australian time? Like I actually got accepted for Crafted for Comfort's Lavatar, sorry, not Lavatar pattern. And it's always like in the middle of the night that I just get like random, 20 group messages and I'm like, what's going on? because it's obviously daytime for them over there, usually in America. It's 10:37 a.m. Wednesday here. Asia. Ooh, that's so cool. Good boy. Such a good boy. Alrighty. Do ears. Sew on some ears. Looking at my other Tassie to sort of like understand where I need to go, but he's so much bigger. Why do I do this to myself? See, this is another thing I need to do with like whatever I end up using to put my patterns on my iPad is like I need to take notes of what size hook I use, if there's anything that I end up changing about the pattern, like moving bobble stitches and stuff like that. Because then I'm always playing this game. Really messes me up when we have something like daylight savings time and friends in other time zones don't also change. Yeah. Don't even get me started on daylight savings. I low-key kind of hate it. I just, like, going from AEST to AEDT or whatever it is. I didn't realize that was a thing until I started doing YouTube. How sad of me. 4:38 p.m. here in Oregon. So cool. So funny because when I did Twitch for that like 2 or 3 months, if any of you were there, I used to stream early here because I knew that would be like nighttime in America. And I don't know about other creators, but America is by far my biggest audience on like everything. But then I always felt bad for my Aussie friends because I knew that they were probably at work or like with kids or whatever it was. And I feel that now. Like I've always wanted to do a night stream, and I really should still do one day. Add it to the list of things I need to do. What advice I mean is Tassie pattern, but being in the US, I feel like I get so many what is that questions? Surely the US know what a Tassie devil is. It's not super niche. Like I have a sign for mine. I feel like Aussies will know what it is, but still have a sign that says Tassie devils on it. I feel like it'd be fun. I feel like it'd be cool to have like a native Aussie animal in the US. Like I feel like most people that are buying Aussie natives are either people that really love Australia and like that niche, I guess, or like people visiting Australia that want to like have a little token from Australia. Get that question while being in Tassie. Literally. Yeah, I'm like totally prepared for that question too. Especially because I wrote Tassie devil, not Tasmanian devil. Like, can you believe that I moved to Canberra and then I called Newcastle Newy? And I had like 3 or 4 people be like, what's Newy? I'm like, come on, you're acting like we're not even in the same country right now. Like it's literally 5 hours away. And if you know Australians, you know that we shorten absolutely everything to like an E, Brizzy, Brisbane, Tassie, Tasmania. Looked at me like I was from a different planet. I think most Americans would expect it to look like yeah, true. That's my mom's favorite character, was always Tassie Devil. That is very true. Is that where he was inspired from? But he looks nothing like a Tassie Devil. Crazy. It makes me think of Taz from the Bugs Bunny. Yeah. Such a funny character too. I think I have a bungee bird pattern. That's one of your birds, right? If I'm saying that right. I don't have a... Are you thinking budgie? It's probably Zach's. I'm trying to think. I don't think Mel has one. I don't think Ree has one. I think maybe Adele has one. Crow with the Flow. She has a couple of bird patterns. Can't remember if Budgie's one of them. Or Zach, Crochet Me Zaddy has like his itty bitty bird bundle. Probably has a budgie in it. I used to have a budgie growing up. I think. I don't know. I think it was a budgie. I had 2 birds. I'm not really a bird person. Thanks to magpies scarring me for the rest of my life. Which I also need to start feeding so that they don't swoop me. Alrighty. Oh, probably me not pronouncing it right. That's alright. I made one last week by Cozy Crafts by Mercedes. Cute. A budgie is always blue and white, or is that just what I think of when I think of a budgie? Had a lovebird for 18 years. Man, birds live for so long. I don't even know what a lovebird is, but that sounds very cute. Kind of thought having a cockatoo would be really cool. No, not a cockatoo. Sorry. What's the ones that talk to you? A macaw or something? I always thought that were pretty cool, but I used to have a friend that had a bird like that, and it would fly over my head and I would scream. And then I got swooped by magpies like 3 times, so now I'm just terrified of birds. But I'm getting better. We used to have, if you've been watching me for a hot minute, our like king, oh my god, what are they called? King Emperor? King Edward? King Emperor birds that would come to our backyard and I'd feed them all the time. I miss them so much. We don't really have them around here. We have rainbow rosellas though, and they're really pretty. But we just have so many magpies here and it's terrifying me for spring. I'm not ready. Birds scare me, yeah. Same girl. Then again, when I went to Tasmania, I just had bees chasing me all the time. Like, when I was in Tassie, my obsession was hot chocolates. You guys do very good oat milk hot chocolates. Favorite thing ever. I got one every single morning for the 9 days we were there. And just every time I would get one, I would get chased by a bloody bee. Like, I like bees, but do I trust them not to sting me? No, not really. So just be me running down streets of Tasmania trying to run from bees. But I want to go back so bad. Me and my partner, every time someone mentions Tassie, we're like, oh, Tassie. The good times. Now I just have the hedgehog. I want a hedgehog. That's so sick. I want a chinchilla too. That's the most like Pokemon looking little animal ever. Hi, Beakster. The magpies do nothing in Tassie don't. What do you mean they don't do anything? We literally, I've been watching magpies around my house picking up random shite from the streets, making their nests already. We just started August. I'm so scared. Like the people, like when we moved here, the people that used to live here must have fed them because, Forrest is squeaking, sorry. Because every time I'd come home, there'd be like 5 or 6 magpies like standing outside the front door, squawking at me for food. So we have a lot of magpies around here and it makes me very anxious because I walk Forrest every day for how that's going to be. But maybe they won't attack me because I have a dog, even though he's little. We just have to worry about plovers. I have never been attacked by one, knock on wood. Ow, my sore finger. But apparently they're absolutely terrifying. Like it's the only bird that I'm like, yeah, Forrest, get it. And he'll chase them. But I tell him to be nice to the magpies because otherwise they will not be nice to us. But yeah, I've never really, I heard they have like poison on their wings or something. That's what you need to be careful of. Why do I have brown yarn sticking out of you? Hello? Could you not, please? Please go back into the plushie. That would be great. Oh my god, he's so much bigger, bro. How am I gonna like have these on a rack together? Why am I like this? They are awful. Yeah, I've heard horror stories. Wow, it's almost 24 hours to drive from Wales to Tas. From New South Wales. Oh wait, from New South Wales? That's like driving across half of the US. Yeah, Australia's big for like what it should be. For how much of it's actually got people living there. But no, it's a good flight to Tassie. We flew. Don't know about driving. I think my dad drove to Tassie. Like took his little boat over. Look at the size difference of these guys. Like, hello, can you see that? Because I can't see you. Look at that size difference. How am I selling these for the same price? Although I always no, I can't even say. I always wonder, like, how many customers actually notice, but that's, like, pretty blue. But oh well. Someone can have a smaller one if they want. Otherwise, they can get the big chonkers, because I am not doing another one in 6mm hook with motive error. It's not happening. My fingers will fall off. Driving to Tassie would be crazy. It would be, considering it's what, like is it a 3-hour flight? I can't even remember. Cute, love them. Love the pattern. Love the pattern. So quick and easy. I just want to make like one more or two. The only other things, right, okay, I made a little list of what I need to get done for me to be happy. And that would be one more of these guys and then one more dragon. And I will be like, yes. I think I'll be content, and then whatever I make after that is just extra and happy. But if I can get that done today, maybe I'll have a less stressful birthday tomorrow. That's my plan. From Texas to Cali is a 24-hour drive. Done it lots, sadly. My gosh, I couldn't imagine driving for that long. I hate driving so much because it scares me. Other people scare me. 5 hours to Newcastle is enough for me. I don't mind that my plushies are slightly different because that's the beauty of handmade, true. I would adjust the price for them each according to the size. That's very true. I do love that. Like, anytime someone comes to my stall and they don't pick up the item and they'll just like point and be like, oh, I'll have like a frog. And I'll be like, yeah, great, you pick whatever one you want because they're all going to be different. And so they actually sit there and they like compare and then pick one. But yeah, like, it's not that huge of a difference that I would charge different. They say they took the same amount of time. Literally, the difference is the amount of yarn and plush polyfiber fill that I put into it. So it's cute. They kind of look like a little father-son. Haven't made one in a hot minute. You made a lot of new things, I feel like, which is cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. Too many things. Too many patterns that I didn't even get around to. I started an Evie from Crafted for Comfort. I made the ears and the arms, and that's where I left it because I don't know if I'll have the time to finish it. I'll probably end up just leaving it and making it for Gamma so that I have like some new things in case Canberrians go to Oz and Gamma. I don't want them to see the same stuff, you know? The medium and the bigger plushies, I would use price tag. Yeah, anything that I don't have like multiple of. So I plan on having like 3 to 4 of these guys. So I just have a sign for them. But then things like my Light Fury and Leafeon, my bigger plushies, I'll use those little name tags that I showed before that have like the hours and the price and all that sort of jazz because they are more expensive items. So, also, I tried a new pattern. Oh my god, not my Labubu. the other day. Look at this capybara. Is that not the chubbiest little thing you've ever seen? The pattern was definitely made in chenille yarn, but I was like, oh, I have such good colours for that in blanket yarn. And then it turned out this big, and I was like, well, I was going to charge like $20 for it, but now I've priced him at $30 because he's a big chunky boy. But super cute. Made 4 of them. Was going to make 6, but you know, trying to prioritise my time a little better. 4's fine. And then I also wanted to make another Spyro, but I don't think I'm going to have time for that either. But 1's good. Like, still happy with 1, you know? I don't know, man. Like, I had 3 months. No, actually, I didn't find out that I got into this market until like 2 months before it. So I had 2 months of prep, to be fair to me. That makes me feel a little bit better. Thank you, Ash. Yes, I love them. And then they'll sit in these little racks that Crochet by Ray suggested. From Big W. I got these ones, and then I've got like a currently holding safety eye backings. But then I got like these ones too. But they're really, really tall. I don't like how tall they are, because you won't be able to really see the plushies, but I don't know. I don't know. And I don't like not knowing. Stressing me out, but we can only do what we can only do. Right? Right. And 232 plushies, well, 233 now, makes me feel a lot better. And I think, honestly, I want to get to the $250 mark. $250 mark. But that is a stretch. That's 17 more plushies in like a day and a half. So I don't think I'll be able to do that, but we will see. I'm closer to 250, so that makes me happy. Crochet by Jenna's dragon pattern is the easiest to make and quick. Yeah, it's so quick. Like, I made that dude in like 2 to 3 hours or something, which is pretty good for me. Put some tissue paper on the bottom, some green so it looks like grass. That's a good idea. True. I just don't know. I bought more racks. So I have more racks. I now have baskets. I bought more cubes. So I should have plenty of things to put things in. It's just who am I putting on racks? Who am I putting in cubes? Who am I putting in baskets? Yeah. So I'm going to try and do a mock up the Savo and sort of get a better idea of what I can do. Oh my God, hold on. Forest. That's so naughty. Come here. You broke him. Did you destroy the speaker? That was the squeaker. Forrest, that's so naughty. He was a new toy. Come here. No. Spit it out. Forrest. What's this? This is your toy. This is your toy. Yeah. Alright, you fell for that twice. Give. Drop it. Drop it. Forrest. That's so naughty. You're naughty. It doesn't even squeak anymore. This child, would anybody like a new child? Look what he did to it. Doesn't even squeak anymore. That's so naughty, Forrest. This is why I can't buy you nice toys. Because you would destroy them. Come here. No, you're in timeout. You're in timeout, child. So naughty. You still have fluff on you. You're naughty. You still got evidence of your naughtiest. He is on the kill streak. I liked that one too. You told him how naughty you were. You told him how naughty. The naughtiest. Huh? Gonna do a giveaway of Forrest. Oh, you're so naughty. Forrest is a spoodle. He's currently 6 months old. Look how big he is. Hello? When is he gonna stop growing? Does anybody know? When? When are you gonna stop growing? Huh? You're the biggest boy already. He is very fluffy. He's so good to cuddle when he wants to cuddle and he's not chewing you. Hey, is that you? Can you see you? Can you see you? You're not too sure. There you go, I'm back to chew my finger. Yeah, is that nice? Huh? Huh? Is that nice? Off you go. Now you've got no toys on the ground. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? It did horror. 80% standard 14. Oh my gosh. You got the mini end and it's 33 pounds. I don't know what that is in kilos, but like 15 kilos. I don't know how pounds works, but I feel like that's what's going to happen with Forrest. Like we were told he would be a medium-sized dog and everyone keeps saying like he's the biggest like of his breed that they've seen at that age. So it's not looking promising. Can you not? There's nothing up here for you. Oh, you want to come back up? I have two hot dog dogs. Oh, I love the sausage dogs. Now eating the yarn. No, the yarn is not for you. It's not for you. No, not for you. He actually met a sausage dog for the first time yesterday. It was very cute. Hey, it's very cute. You're cute when you're not being destructive and naughty. Oh. Yeah, we used to have a cavoodle. She's beautiful. She's back at Newcastle. So knew I wanted another oodle mix. Did want a groodle originally. But they were really hard to get here. So saw a spoodle and I was like, yeah. Ugh. Forrest. Where are you going? Forrest. What are you doing? Hello? Oh my god. Just kneed me in the throat. What are you doing? Where are you going? Hey. Oh. Big dogs at the dog park are always so curious. We always have an entourage. That's so cute. Yeah, Forrest is sort of like, whoa, you're so little. Like, what's going on? Who are you? That's so cute. We still haven't taken him to a dog park yet, but he's going to start going to doggy daycare, which I'm excited for. He's going to make so many friends and hopefully get some energy out. As you can see, lots of destructive energy at the moment. Huh? Little teenager. Aren't you? You're a little teenager. Well, I think that's where I'm going to leave things. I need to go eat lunch and go entertain child so that he stops destroying all of his toys. Yeah, talking about you. Yeah, talking about you. What do you think? Yeah, what do you think? He's so docile when I sit him like this. Hey, what do you think? Oh, see you later. Oh. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for making a little Tassie devil with me. Crochet by Sammy, if you didn't catch. Aw, thank you, Jane. That's so sweet. I'll definitely try and do more lives more often. Like I said, now that he's like starting to settle more, I should be able to start doing them without him interrupting and destroying things like he does. But I do want to get back into them because I do enjoy them. So yeah, but I need to go prep more because it's never ending. Do I remember how to stop this? Not really. But, Oh, I did kind of want to show you everything that I've made so far. If I can get you out of the tripod. Because I muted myself. Good job, me. But yes, thank you for joining me. Forrest says goodbye. That's what I was saying, but I'm sure you figured that out. And I will see you guys next time. I will have a YouTube video next week of my market prep. And then the week after that will be actual OzCon. You are a terror. So yes, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day or night wherever you are in this big wide world, and I shall see you next time. Thank you for joining. I'm sorry I don't have a YouTube video this week, but hopefully this somewhat makes up for it. But I shall see you guys later.